everybody. Wanted to get a video shot while I'm rolling down the highway here. I had a question from one of the viewers, which was, I want to know, what is Hotshot Money? Okay, because you've been talking about Hotshot Money. And it's really not a catchphrase, and it's more of a concept, is what it is. Hotshot Money, the best way I know to put it was, for example, Frank Sinatra. He said that he always had FY money. Some of you can probably imagine what FY stands for, but if you don't, let me go ahead and elaborate. If he was pitched a script by the production company or the movie studio that he knew really didn't fit his persona, because back then movies were made with specific characters because they were cast on type. So the role really fit the person's persona. So whenever they would pitch him these roles that he wasn't really enthused about or he wasn't really interested in, he had him some FY money. He could just say, yeah, I'm not interested, basically. So that's kind of basically the same thing with hotshotting. Is you've got to have some funds in reserve to be able to, not take loads that you know you shouldn't take. Okay? And as I've said in other videos, if you know your numbers, you'll have an idea of which loads you shouldn't take. So with hotshotting and, general type business, you need to have some funds in reserve so that you don't make bad decisions. Because once you start making bad decisions, it is very, very difficult to recover from those decisions. And in the hotshotting industry, there's a good chance it will put you out of business if you start making a lot of bad decisions as far as putting stuff on your trailer that doesn't belong there, that shouldn't be there in the first place. So that's something to keep in mind. So that's really what Hotshot Money is about. Is you gotta learn to have a little bit in reserve, and you gotta be patient. Okay, because here's what most people haven't figured out about hotshotting: is in the hotshot business, you are a hunter. Okay, you are hunting loads, and no successful hunter has ever been impatient. If anything, they are super patient. So a lot of times you need to be able to have the fortitude to sit back and say, that load really doesn't fit my style. So I'm going to pass on it. Now, the area that I'm based out of, there's a lot of containers, for example. And containers, they just don't fit my style. Okay? Now, there's some fool out there that's happy to drag them down the highway. And, that's a big truck driver, probably. Or somebody new to the business that don't really know what fits their style yet. And I'll tell you why they don't fit my style. It's not that they're heavy or anything like that. It's just that they're big, they're bulky, and they catch a lot of wind. And they are very, very hard on your vehicle with the wind resistance. They will run your fuel economy down to about 4.5 miles to the gallon. And that sucks. They take up your whole damn trailer, and so you can't put anything else on there. And once it's on there, you're done until you get it where it's going. Now, containers usually go a long ways. It's very rare that they're within a couple hundred miles of where you pick them up at. Usually, they're going a couple states away. And the longer something is on your trailer in the hotshotting world, in the hotshotting industry, the less money you make. Okay? We're going to have to figure that out. That's free information. Try it and see. But now it's the opposite with a big rig. Now with a big rig, the further you go, the more money you're going to make, supposedly, right? In hotshotting, that's not the case. You want that shit off your trailer as fast as humanly possible. You do not want stuff on your trailer for 3 or 4 days, because you are losing a fortune. So you gotta have enough hotshot money to be able to say, I really don't believe that load fits my style, and I think I'm going to pass. Because you'll have these brokers and dispatchers, they will call you and go, hey man, I got a load going from point A to B. You're right there by it. Why not scoop it up? Probably because your ass is getting paid whether I'm successful with that load or not. That's kind of the problem. You know, I don't mind paying somebody if I'm making money, but I don't want to pay somebody just to haul shit for free. I can't do that. So, yeah, you can call it Hotshot Money, or as Frank Sinatra said, FY money, either one. But you got to have a little bit in reserve, and you got to be an accomplished hunter, because you're scanning the load boards. You're looking for, you know, you don't want to try to take down prey so big that you waste a lot of it or you're not successful with it. You want to be able to take down the little small gazelles, the little baby ones, not the big full-grown ones. You want to be the hunter that you just hop on there and you just take that thing out all at once. You know, or if you're lucky, you may take two of them out, feast off of two of them, two loads instead of one. So really practice your patience, because in hot shotting, sometimes you actually make money by not moving forward. It's a weird concept, right? Because sometimes people think it's go, 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 go. Here's a good example. If, for example, I have a partial on my trailer, okay, before I move forward with dropping that partial, I will hang loose as long as I possibly can to try to get another load to throw on there, because the closer you get to that first partial, to dropping it, the less likely you are going to be to getting another partial. That's a mistake I learned the hard way. Okay? So if you get a partial on your trailer, you need to find a truck stop somewhere, and you need to go frickin' hang out until you can get another load. Now, here's the twist of that. Let's say you've got that on your trailer and it delivers the next day. 6 p.m. is the latest that you can drop that. Well, you need to make sure that worst case scenario, you don't hang out past the amount of time that it's going to take you to get from point A to B and get it dropped by 6 p.m., right? So if it's 4 hours away, well, you know, at 2 o'clock, your foot needs to be on the accelerator. You need to just go ahead and drop that load. So that's a trick to it. So one of the things that's going to help you is you got to find a dispatch service who listens to what you haul, who knows what your needs are, because everybody's different. They got different trucks, different trailers, they've got different things that they prefer. I went through probably about 7 dispatch services to find the guy that I work with now. 7, yes, 7. And what I found with the first bunches of them is they were just lazy, no good sons of bitches, is what they were. They would gladly throw something on your trailer, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll find you something along the way if you got extra space. And guys, that never happened. That never, because they got paid, right? They were off to sell another load to someone else. So it's going to take some time to work through these people, and the best thing you can do is, if they drop the ball on you, you fire their ass. You get rid of them, because it's only going to get worse. It will only get worse. If they drop the ball, they gotta go. They gotta go, because they're not going to pay you the money you just lost. Okay, you're going to have to accept that. They are not going to pay you the money you just lost. So what you need to do is try some different ones and see if they fit your style. And anytime you're trying a new dispatch service out, you need to have a little bit in reserve. Okay, there's good ones, and then there's ones that they're not worth shooting. So like I said, have you some hotshot money, make you some hotshot money, but more than that, you need to learn to be patient. Be patient. Learn to hold your wad. Don't just go off half-cocked. Just be cool, relax a little bit. Take it easy, and realize that there are better loads out there. get stressed out if the load boards aren't looking real good that morning. There may be something pop up that afternoon or the next morning. I mean, there's been a lot of times that if there just wasn't any loads that day and they weren't looking that good, I'd just go ahead and check into the motel, and usually the next day I would find a really nice load. Now, people that they don't have the mental fortitude or they can't hold their wads, so to speak, those are the people that will take those bad loads that are on that board that day because they're stressed out. They don't know, they don't accept the fact that they're spending 99% of their time in the not knowing business. So those are the people that will scarf up those shitty loads, and those are the same people that are out of business in 6 months. Okay, there's lots of them out there. It's because they just didn't have the mental fortitude to calm down and do what they need to do. So keep that in mind. So anyhow, in the meantime, I'm Fat Cat. Go get you some Hotshot Money, and we'll catch you on the flip side.